Hello and welcome to the Learning Square. In this tutorial, I will talk about object labeling using segmentation. So I have the code written for you. Let's run it first. So suppose I have an image like this. It's called coins.png and I want to find out all these constituent images in this image. So I want to basically label these parts and I want to use them. So there could be applications like automatic calculation of the amount of money put on a conveyor belt, wherein on the conveyor belt I am able to take an image. So automatically I should be able to separate these coins, and according to their diameter I could find out their values and add them up. So now I first read the image, then I convert it into a black and white image. So you could see after this I get a black and white image like this. Now there is a command called imfill which then operates on this binary image B to fill out the holes. So wherever there are holes in this image, so there are holes here, you could see here, they are completely filled out and I get perfect circular shapes here. Now I then use the bw label command. Now the bw label command, what it does is that it finds out independent components and it labels them. So suppose it could identify this coin as 1 and all the pixels which are inside this object would be labeled 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So effectively I should have 10 labels here for each of these objects identified in the image. This value here is just telling me the number of objects identified. So I could check here, it's identifying 10 objects. So I did have 10 coins, so it's identifying 10 objects. Now just to understand better, my labels would be right from 1 to 10. So I could just use the command here. I equate label to 1. So I'm trying to find out all those pixels which are labeled as 1 and I'm assigning them as image 1. So this is my image 1 over here and this image is identified. I could also see image of label 6. So which is here. You can manually check the label matrix here and it would show you either zeros or labels 1, 2, 3 and so on till 10. Now then I make a loop, so because I want to basically separate these objects out. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find out, so my j will iterate from 1 to 10 here because I have 10 labels, and my row and column is an intermediate row and column value for each and every coin that I have. So after this operation I would have the number of rows and columns for each and every object that I am looking at. Length would be the maximum of row minus the minimum of row plus 2, and similarly I could find out the breadth. I will take an intermediate target matrix which would be of the size same as that of the image that I am looking at. So right now I am looking at image 1. So the length and breadth of that particular image, and it is all assigned to zeros, and I will basically use it as a uint 8, unsigned integer 8. Then my sy and sx variables would be my number of iterations that I want to do in both the x and y directions. So then I start iterating and I start assigning these x and y values to my target array which I had taken as intermediate. So this way I am able to segment out each and every object. So you can see here I have the object number 1, have object number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. This is simply in my title. I give this object number and I convert numbers to the string, and since my object label is defined by the variable j, I just convert it and I print my title on each and every object. So this way I am able to identify each and every constituent object of my image and label them also. So this brings us to the end of this lecture. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.